two ways to get from one city to another: a car, a plane. The car is, per mile, about 190 times more likely to kill you. The plane is the safest form of transit ever built. You know this. You've heard it. You defend it in an argument. And the next time you book a flight, somewhere in your chest, your heart will tighten as the cabin door closes. The number you trust is not the number that scares you. That's the misfire we're talking about today. The effect was named in 1973 by Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman in a paper called Availability, published in the journal Cognitive Psychology. The idea is small. When your brain is asked how likely something is, it does not look up a number. It runs a search. How quickly can I bring an example of this to mind? If the search is fast and the picture is vivid, your brain reports back, very likely. If the search is slow and the answer is abstract, your brain reports back, very rare. 3 rules. 1. Your brain treats ease of recall as evidence of frequency. 2. Vividness, drama, emotion, recency, image shortens recall time. 3. You don't notice this happening. The feeling of probability arrives already finished. This is the availability heuristic, and it is what decides what you fear. Step 1. A question forms in your head. Explicit or implicit? Should I be worried? Step 2. Your brain reaches for a recent example of the thing. Step 3. If it finds one fast, a news headline, a video clip, a story from a friend, it sets a high probability. Step 4. If retrieval is slow, because the danger is mundane, statistical, rarely on screen, it sets a low probability. The shortcut misfires whenever the speed of retrieval is decoupled from how often the thing really happens. In the world we evolved in, retrieval ease and frequency were tightly linked. If 3 people in your tribe got eaten by leopards last year, leopards were both common and easy to remember. In the world you live in, retrieval ease is decoupled from base rates. It is curated by news editors, by algorithms, by the particular friend who texted you a video this morning. The fear feels native. The source is foreign. You assumed your fear comes from danger. It comes from memory. A vivid example does not just inform your estimate, it replaces your estimate. Once an image is loaded, your brain stops calculating and starts retrieving. The retrieval feels like reasoning. It is not. In 1978, Sarah Lichtenstein and her colleagues asked Americans to estimate the annual death toll from various causes. The pattern was sharp. People consistently overestimated tornadoes, floods, homicide, botulism, and pregnancy complications. They consistently underestimated diabetes, asthma, stroke, stomach cancer. The actual numbers do not match the felt numbers, not by a little. Diseases kill about 16 times as many people as accidents. Suicide is roughly twice as common as homicide. Most people would have guessed both ratios the other way around. Combs and Slovic, the next year, counted causes of death in 2 American newspapers. The causes most overcovered by the press were the same causes most overestimated by the public. The causes most undercovered were the most underestimated. The match was not subtle. It was the headline. And after the September 11th attacks, Gigerenzer estimated that fear of flying drove enough Americans onto the highways to add roughly 1,500 extra road deaths over the following year. A side effect of vivid memory. So, what can you do about it? The first answer, again, is uncomfortable. Knowing about the availability heuristic does not make you immune to it. Reading this script does not turn off the loop. Your brain will still serve you the vivid image and call it probability. The second answer is structural. Before you decide whether to be afraid of something, ask the boring question. How often per year does this thing kill people in places like the one I'm in? Look up the number, write it down, compare it to whatever feeling is in your chest. The number wins every time because the feeling was never about the number. The third answer is dietary. Your fear is calibrated to your media intake. If you watch crime news every night, your perception of crime will rise even when crime falls. If you scroll plane crash compilations, You will feel less safe in airports. You cannot change the heuristic. You can change what you feed it. Your sense of how the world is going is not a reading of the world. It is a reading of what got loaded into your head most recently. In the United States, violent crime fell roughly 49% between 1993 and 2022. In nearly every year of that decline, a majority of Americans told pollsters that crime was going up. The decline was real. The perception was real. They were uncoupled because perception ran on news coverage, not on data. You are not alarmist or naive. You are a creature of retrieval, living inside a system optimized to maximize the vividness of what you retrieve. The world is one thing. Your mental version of it is another. Pick the thing you are most afraid of right now, not your deepest existential fear, the one near the surface, the one that nags when you're brushing your teeth. Now ask yourself, honestly, where you first heard about it. A headline, a clip, a friend's friend, a story your parents told you, a documentary. Notice that what you really have is a story, not statistics. A story, vivid, easily retrieved, suspiciously cinematic. That story is doing the work of probability inside your head. The question is not whether you're being scared by something real. You probably are. The question is whether the size of the fear matches the size of the danger. Almost certainly, it does not. The plane and the car. 190 to 1. The number is in your head. The fear is in your chest. They were never connected. Every week, another misfire. Another time your brain trusted a story over a number and called it knowing. Subscribe. The next one is the version of you that believes things you can picture.